class. So my name's Ellen Manchester, and I will be your instructor for your Math 1324 course. So I'm doing this introduction video just for all of my 1324 courses. So I have several different versions of it. I have face-to-face, I have a Zoom, I have online. So I'm just going to make one introductory course, kind of walk you through your specific Canvas course. So if the numbers don't match up to the one you're in, that's okay. It's the same setup. So I've been teaching for a while, since the 80s, so you can do the math. I've been in Texas for about 8 years now. And I won't tell you I'm from California, but that's okay. I ran from the state. So anyway, I will be your instructor. Since you are in an online setting, or if you're in an online setting, you will have videos embedded within your class. I do this also for my face-to-face and my Zoom classes so that everyone has the same information. So if you know someone in another class, you can, get together with them and study, and you'll be getting the exact same information. So I'm going to share my screen so we can take a look at your actual class. Hang on a second. Okay, so this is my CoREC. This is my CoREC online course. I also have Math 1324-014, which is face-to-face. And then I have a Flex 2 class that won't start until March. So I'll be running this same video for them. So when you get into your course, everything that you do in your course will be in this Canvas course. Okay, so this is where you'll start. This is where you stay. Everything, you don't have to bounce back and forth between applications or web pages. It's all embedded within the course. So this is our homepage. This gives you everything that you need to know how to get in touch with me. Here is my school email address. And that should be your first line of communication with me if you're in an online course. That way, all of my emails come to my phone. I can get back to you very, very quickly. My goal is to respond within the hour because I know sometimes you'll be asking me questions about something that you're working on. So I know I need to get back to you quickly. I don't check my email or my phone after 9 o'clock at night. I'm a human being. I need to sleep. So if you have questions, make sure you're getting them in before. My office hours, well, first, my office is in Juniper Hall on the Northwest Vista campus in Juniper Hall 1110. It's in what we call the basement. It's the first floor of Juniper Hall. And I'm on campus Monday and Wednesday. So my office hours are 10 to 11 a.m. and then 12:30 to 2:45 p.m. I work my office hours around my classes. And then I have a Zoom office hour on Tuesday, Thursdays from 12:30 to 2:30. So you'll see that link in the orientation module. You'll be able to join in the Zoom. So doesn't matter which type of course you're taking. You can either come and see me on campus face-to-face, or you can do via Zoom on Tuesday, Thursday. Fridays are set aside for meetings. So if I'm on campus and I'm not in a meeting, I'd be glad to meet with you, but you'll have to let me know ahead of time so that I know to be there. Okay. For the CoREC 1324-037, your other course, the CoREC part is the 0224. Don't even go there. That's not where I communicate. So just stay in this 1324 course. Okay, so this kind of gives the basic information, and then where you guys will live, if you will, is over here in modules. So on the left side, you'll see modules. Click on that. And here is your orientation module. This orientation module is due Friday, January 19th for everybody, except obviously my Flex 2 course. I'll probably make a separate video for them. So Friday is going to come quick. So we have Monday, the 15th is a holiday. We start classes Tuesday, and then you have these assignments due Friday. So it's going to come quick. What I would suggest is you jump right in. Go right into it and don't slow down throughout the entire semester, because it's cram-packed. You're going to see that it's cram-packed. So make sure you always notice the due date. We're going to start with the orientation overview. You have to go page by page. Some pages have questions that you have to answer based on that page before you can move forward. So this one does not. These are all the things that are due before January 19th. And then you just click through it, click next, and just keep clicking through until you've come to the end of the orientation. Okay, at the end of the orientation, this is all, you know, module information. So you can take a look at that. At the end, so here's our course syllabus. So this is my contract to you. So you can take a look at it, you know, see where the grading is. You can also get to the course syllabus over here on the left. So there's two different places to get to the course syllabus. Okay, so again, take a look at it. It has all the grading. Here is our course schedule. So I have it in Word document form and a PDF form. So you can print it if you need it printed, or you can, you know, upload it to your computer so you have it. Canvas is great. In the student version, it always has your assignments on the right side, what's coming up due. So you should never miss an assignment. But if you need something, you know, printed, or you have a planner and you want to transfer everything over into the planner, that's totally fine. So first things first, here's our orientation module due Friday the 19th. Module 1 is due Monday the 22nd. So there's not a lot of time in between. That's why I say jump in and just work through and get everything done through module 1. That way you can look at it as, oh, I have a full week to do module 0 and module 1. Okay, so it goes through, it takes you through. The first census day is January 31st. So if you feel like it's too much, or I'm in the wrong class, you want to drop before that date. Okay, all right, so let me scroll down. Here's your first question. So in order to get to the next page, you have to answer the question. So your first due date and time, I'm going to answer it for you, is Friday, January 19th. You check your answer, make sure it's correct. And now you see the next button is open. Before it was not. So that's the only way to get to the next page. And you have to click through each page. You can't just skip to the end, otherwise the pages won't open. And then here's how you'll be graded. So tests are 50% of the grade. That is a huge complaint, but this is a department decision. So tests are important. You need to prove that you understand the material, not just getting through it, but really understand the material. So the tests are super important. You cannot miss a test and expect to pass a class. You have to pass the test in order to pass the class. Okay, it's super important that you understand that. The quizzes are all done on MyMathLab, and that's for everybody. The homework is all done on MyMathLab, that's for everybody. And the discussions are in Canvas, and then the final exam. So this is important. The final exam, if you are in an online class, you have to come to a proctored face-to-face online or final exam. That is the one test that you have to come face-to-face. Okay, so that's a requirement. That's, again, department decision. It's common, so don't feel like, oh, they're messing me up. It's an online class. Why do I have to come? It's very common. I took a lot of online classes, and I took a lot of tests face-to-face within those online platforms. So the way that that's going to work is you will sign up in Sign Up Genius. You'll see it in the module. We'll get to it, and you will pick a day and time during finals week to come to the Northwest Vista campus. Okay, so our finals week is May 6th through the 10th of 2024. So you will pick a day and time. Now, if it changes, that's fine. We just want you to sign up within the first 2 weeks of class so that there's no misunderstanding of, oh, I didn't know. No, you signed up for it. You have to come. Now, if you are not in the San Antonio area, or you are not near Northwest Vista campus and you can't get to us, you have the option of setting up an off-site testing center. So for instance, if you live in, New Braunfels, you can go to the Northeast Lakeview campus. So you can go to other campuses. It is your responsibility to set that up. And then you have to contact me. You have to tell me where you're going to take it, what day and time, and then the proctor and the email, so that I can get the information to them so that you can take your final exam. Okay, so super important that you understand that. There is one face-to-face proctored final exam. That's it. So that's the only time you have to come to a face-to-face setting. Okay, so you'll click through. It tells, each tab will tell you a little bit more about each section. And then again, here is, now I have 2 questions. So final exam will be face-to-face. That's true. And then what will the test and final exam be worth? It's a total of 70%. And then check your answer. Okay, so you're just going to keep going through this module. Communication, super important. And again, you'll answer a question. So again, if you notice, if there's no answer, there's no next. So you have to answer the question in order to get to the next page. Okay, so going back to module 1, I'm sorry, the orientation module. At the end, if you notice, these 4 things are indented. Oh, why is that there? I need to move that. These 3 things are indented. Actually, that's not true. These are assignments for this particular class, so we're good. Okay, so the indented tabs are your assignments. That's how you know which ones are the assignments. Okay, the indented tabs are the assignments. Now, when you get to homework, whether it's, orientation module or module 1, I have videos. Some of them are my own videos that I've created. Some of them are other people's videos. So you will always have resources, especially for your online students, the online students who are literally walking through this class on their own. Okay. And again, I am here for you. Please ask questions. If you're in an online setting, you should be asking questions just like in a face-to-face setting. Okay. So once you get into the resources, that's where you'll find videos to get through your assignment. And then when you hit next, now you're in My Math Lab. So Pearson is the publisher for My Math Lab. You click on that and it takes you to My Math Lab. So you don't have to get out and come back in. You just keep going through the process in the orientation and on all the modules. Okay, then you can just answer the question, click on the question, and then you're in My Math Lab now, and now you're off and running. Okay, so one more time, when you're in the modules, the indented tabs are your assignments. Okay, the indented tabs are your assignments. Now, this little arrow right here, that closes or collapses down the module. So it's kind of nice so that you can collapse it down once you're done with it. So when you're done with the orientation module, you hit this little arrow and it collapses it down, which is really nice because then you don't have to scroll through everything. Okay, so once again, now we're in module 1. Here is, and again, this might be different than your particular class, but the Canvas class is set up the same no matter which assignments you're working on. So simplifying expressions, here's your resources, combining like terms, here's your resources. So again, here's videos that I've created and then videos that I like, the ones that I like. Now, if you ever find a video or a, someone that you really, really like and you feel like they explain things well, please let me know. I'll be glad to post them. They're all free videos. Okay, then you go through the videos, hit next, and now you're back to your assignment. Okay, so it's set up very nicely. It shouldn't be a problem at all as long as you follow the sequence. I have had students go, oh, I didn't know that you had videos. It's like, well, you didn't go in the Canvas class, like I have it set up. So I put a lot of time in this. I try to make it as easy as possible. So here is, again, here's an indented assignment. Here is where you're going to sign up for your proctored final exam. So when you open this up, you will see a Sign Up Genius. So this is where you're going to sign up for your final exam. Okay, so Kelly Bradshaw is my colleague. She and I work very closely together. She taught me everything I know about online setting up classes online. She's great. And so she and I work tandem with our online classes to make sure that you have as many different times and days to take your final as possible. So all you have to do is come here, you go, oh, I like Monday at 2 o'clock, I'm going to sign up. And you click there, and then you'll put your name and email address and all of that. If you want to bring your own computer, that's totally fine. You can bring your own computer. And then this is where you'll sign up if you want to be proctored somewhere else, not on the NVC campus. These two are for NVC campus. This is for you're going to be proctored someplace else. Okay, so that should be about it. You can scroll down, you can see all the different times and days that you have for the final exam. And again, it is not a big deal if you have to change it. You can go in and change it later. If something happens and your job says no, you can't go on that day, then you can change it. The whole purpose of having you sign up during this first 2 weeks of class is so that you understand, yes, you have to come face-to-face proctored final exam, okay? During this week, May 6th through May 10th, okay? So with that said, I believe that's all you need to know for now. Please reach out to me if you have any questions at all. And I'm looking forward to meeting you and working with you, and I will see you soon.